Wow, I never knew a Coyote could sound like that in a Mustang.
I know, right?
That has to do with this exhaust right here.
Nothing more than just the pipes you see in front of you.
No, just the pipes I see in front of me, I didn't even know were offered from Granatelli Motorsports. I'm Candy and Chrome. We're at Granatelli Motorsports today, and we're with JoJo.
Yeah, everybody's favorite Granatelli.
Everybody's favorite. He's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on in front of us. I know my exhaust, but I don't know my oval exhaust, especially individual pieces. Let's let him lead the way and tell us a little bit more about Granatelli's new stainless steel exhaust.
Let's dive in. Great feature about this is it's going to save you 3/4 of an inch on ground clearance from the traditional round.
Okay, so is that like the biggest benefit of having an oval exhaust is the ground clearance? I feel like...
Truly, yes, but in the top end, where NASCAR has actually done many studies on this, the oval exhaust uses a scavenging effect and it actually pulls the exhaust out faster than the traditional round.
Really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then also it looks cool.
It looks amazing, right? Because not many vehicles around these days, or a lot of people say, hey, you know what, do you have an oval exhaust, oh, this or that?
Yeah.
So this kind of makes your car a lot more unique.
Definitely. And when I was looking at the S-Fox, wow, it's a masterpiece. It really is a masterpiece.
You could truly see all the different transitions, right? So after your headers, you want to run something super flat, and then at some point you're going to have to go over your rear end.
Yes.
Right? So that's where we transition you from horizontal to vertical. And then, of course, at the back end, you want to run some really nice sounding mufflers.
Got you.
So Granatelli has this nice, super nice high flow muffler.
Okay, and then is that offered in center, and offset?
So it will come from center to offset.
Okay.
But then it kind of gives you, so you just flip it around and then you kind of...
So universal part numbers,
exactly.
which is great for everybody involved. Easier for ordering, easier for install.
Yeah.
And then all these other pieces, they're individual components as well, or am I ordering this in a kit?
So they will come individually,
Yeah.
But the great thing about us, or even me, is you could take your time and we will explain everything like, hey, this is what we feel like you should do with your application. It's not like we're shipping you a whole bunch of tubes and then you're like, hey, this is your project, not mine.
Yeah, for
right?
sure. And that ends up being a little bit taxing in itself.
Yeah.
But I also have you to call if I had any questions.
Exactly, right?
And this finish is amazing. This isn't galvanized.
No, this is 304 stainless steel.
304?
Yeah.
So I could polish this up and it would be really shiny underneath my car?
Yes, you can have this mirror finish.
I know that you guys aren't really thinking about the foundation and the underneath of your car, but this makes me want to think about it just because it's so cool. There's lots of different pieces and components. Like you said, JoJo, you're going to be able to help them out with that. Now you're offering the flanges as well?
Yes, so we understand when you're building a vehicle, you need to break it down to at least 3 parts, right?
Yeah.
You want the headers to like where the catalytic converters are if you are running cats.
Yep.
You want your mid pipe, right? Your H pipe, your X pipe.
Right.
And then you need everything from the rear end back.
Right.
So you want to break it down. We came out and we built our own flanges, and we actually...
Really?
Yeah, and we have the gaskets.
And that's a really heavy
Yeah, it's a very
flange.
heavy duty flange.
So is this stainless as well?
That is also stainless
wow,
steel.
so all of this stuff is really high end. And then I'm looking at this, and this is still round.
Yeah, so what's great about this is it's going to transition you from your headers to the oval. Another great feature is we understand not everybody wants to run Granatelli mufflers, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So you can go out there and you can get XYZ brand muffler, and as long as it's...
You can get your cherry bombs on a stainless exhaust?
Exactly.
That's cool. That's really cool. And then what am I looking at here?
So we understand that not everybody wants to transition from the oval to round at the end. So we give you the availability to have that true 45-degree turn down at the end of your vehicle.
Wow. Okay, so you really thought through all of this.
Yeah, we went through every avenue. We've built many vehicles with this, from Project S-Fox to full-blown lowered trucks, C10s, pretty much new Coyote Mustangs.
So you've done any late model application, early application, it will fit and finish on whatever you need.
Yeah.
Now, are there multiple SKUs? Is everything here?
There are multiple screws, right? So you have, of course, you're gonna have the horizontal 45, the 90.
I know, there's a lot of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of different bends, but
there really is. And then you get your straights like this, which could be modified if you needed them to a certain size, but I'm sure you've got different lengths available as well.
Yes, I do.
Very cool. So I was 2 years old when I learned that you guys even had exhaust.
Yes.
I love Granatelli for this, and I love the fact that we are, you have you as a tech. You don't have to kit it together yourself.
No.
You've got JoJo to help you through the way. I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Very cool, very cool. So let's go check out the S-Fox a little bit further and check out that beauty because I can't stop staring at it.
I can't either.
Wow, Project S-Fox has a crazy exhaust on it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's running the Granatelli full 3-inch oval exhaust.
So you guys offer oval exhaust too? One great feature about this that I didn't think about is the fact that you could run this and kind of tuck it and hide it underneath your car.
Yeah, we actually had a customer send us a photo after he installed this on his Challenger, and he goes, hey, did you guys ever think of hiding them down the drive shaft? And I'm like, that's actually a great idea. So instead of running it horizontal like traditional oval exhausts run, you can actually tuck it up and get it right up in there.
It's even more narrow.
Exactly.
Really cool, because obviously if you're showing a car, you've gone to show off your undercarriage, that's something that detail is going to show up and show out for you.
And with something that's this custom, a unique design will also take your vehicle to the next level.
And especially if it's a Challenger or Charger.
Exactly.
And you'll be the first one. Like that guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. Well, like I said, thank you for taking the time today to show me this new product by Granatelli. I had no idea you guys were doing so many things like this.
Thanks for stopping by.
Let us know in the comments below what you think of this 3-inch stainless exhaust. If you have any questions, you call Jojo over at Granatelli Motorsports and he'll be sure to help you. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, smash subscribe.
See you guys later.